What is up?
Well, hello, my buddy. What's going on, Phamous? How you doing?
Chilling.
Buddy?
Yo, those new intros are top, man. Shouts out to Bullish. Yo, those things. I'm liking it. Oh shit. What's up?
Man. Look at those new thumbnails too.
Yeah, man. I like it. I actually had to take a little.
Slaying it now.
Damn.
We're slaying it.
Damn. I was like, who's that? Who's that? What's up, everyone? How's it going?
I had to be AI. I didn't have any good pictures. He just threw my AI up there.
It's dope, but that picture is dope though. It's
cool. AI
so
picture.
cool what the AI does. What did I miss? What's up, everyone?
Man, all kinds of stuff. Johnny Chaos came on my Monday show. Man, we were flinging old man salt at people, and yeah, man, it was good. It was good. Had a great week. Just watching the pump happen again. This is tripping me out, man. This cycle is tripping me out. It's not doing what I'm thinking it's supposed to be doing, but I don't know. But let's find out what's happening with you first. What's been going on, man? I know that
chilling, busy. Time frame is hard. Last week we had to finish up the last of the renovations because we had to do a bunch of banking reassessments. So we were very busy. So I had to wake up early every day. So it was hard. Last show, I remember I tried to sleep to get up because I like right now for me it's 3 a.m. So I tried to sleep and I just woke up at like 5 a.m. I was like, okay, I fucked up.
Well, then I mean, we've talked about it briefly, but we need to change the time so that we can get you on at a decent hour. I can move it up, so we'll move it up to a couple hours or so just to get you off of the crazy time frame.
That would be awesome. I'm much more there possible at 1 a.m. than 3. But I appreciate it.
We'll move it up. So everybody, we're gonna move the time up. I mean, you can always watch it, record it or whatever, but we'll move the time up. So what else has been going on, man?
Nothing besides that. Just doing the spaces like usual. In IRL, things are moving good. Season's coming up. It's starting to get a bit hotter in Portugal. It's not like freezing cold at night.
Not here. It was like 50 degrees outside today.
I know. Today was nice. Today was nice. Super nice. But yeah, man, getting for the season IRL, getting the season to wait. Waiting for the season to start. And right now in crypto, Jesus, man, there's too much to be doing. The way I see it, too much to be doing, and obviously, what should we be talking about first? Man, that price, that shit went twice to 5, back to 4, back to 5,
back to 5. What's going on?
Actually,
now it's a higher high. It's a higher high today.
Yeah, they're 5.3. Now it's back at 5.0.
Yeah, but those are higher highs every time we're pumping.
I know. No.
So those of you selling, you're playing a dangerous game right now.
Lately, not that much. Before, yes, and that's what made it bring it back down to 4 because it was a nice chunk on ETH, a nice chunk to be bought, and that's what people did. Now, not so much. Now it looks like there's a lot to be bought at 30,000 per hex. Right now we're at like 31.3. So we could go back down, but then after that, there's not much, man.
But there's been a lot of positioning too going on. It looks like there's been some whale movements. There's been some activity from some people out there that I know are big bag holders that haven't been talking in public at all for months and months, and now all of a sudden they're coming out of the woodwork and starting to post on social media. Seen Godwell say something on social media. What did the wall of Hedron got pulled down by the OA?
So the walls, there's nothing. In my opinion, there's nothing left. There's no walls going up or down. So this could change at any second. It could change at any second, but the way I see it and the way it's been moving for the last 4 or 5 days, there's less stopping us going up than there is going down. So it's going to stop us more going down than it is going up. So people might as well just bring it up, because then it's like, well, you could bring it up and then bring it back down.
You heard that. Release the Krakens.
They are. And there's nothing really stopping them at a certain price. So they could actually just run it.
They can. And there's people ready to. I know they are.
Well, they can run it to 10. I think my next price was 10.2. 10 cents, 10 cents, 10.2. I really think that's the next it could go. If it passes that 9, where like right now it's easier to do from going from 2 to 4 is like going from 5 to 10. So like that's how I see it now. It's like, okay, if we're at 5. But there's also this ETH, man. The other day I was looking at ETH 2, they're playing it they're playing it also right now. And I think they're getting ready for something. I really do see it. I really feel it. The Hedron wall. The Hedron wall is something else. But that's a bit. But it's a bigger play because it allows other things to happen, and that's why you see ICOSA go up. Because right now there's like crazy ass fucking deals on T-shares. Example: someone bought 35K worth of T-shares for 6K.
35K. How many T-shares?
35.6.
35 T-shares.
So that's 35K worth of T-shares. And he paid for 6 grand.
Oof. Wow.
And the ICOSA payouts are outpacing your rolling stakes if you try to do 30 days at a certain amount.
Oh, they'll outpace 30-day stakes. Shorter stakes. That's volatility in there, though, guys. There's volatility in there. That's not solid.
For first year, it is.
You can't say that though. You cannot say that.
The first year it is. It's constant rewards for the first year.
But you could still see some volatility in there.
Man,
it's too easy to move things.
RG, when that goes back to 50 cents, regardless, it's not about what you have, it's about what you can get. And to me,
what you could get. Don't forget those words.
It'll be
cheaper.
cheaper.
You got sparkles in your eyes, and that's cool. That's cool. And those who are younger with a high risk,
as Crypto Kool-Aid would say, it's about that encapsulation of that choo-choo train. That is worth it. And the movement of the choo-choo train is what is going to be worth crazy money. Like we see it, right? We understand the ticket to get on the choo-choo train for us is worth so much right now. But we've only understood it as the ticket to the choo-choo train. But when you're on the choo-choo train, how much is the ticket worth? It's about being on where you're going with the choo-choo train. And that's the next step, right? In our journeys, in the most of our journeys, because regardless, even you, right? It's only been 3 years?
Yeah.
You're in 15 years. It's like we're all doing our beginning journeys. It's like no one's done their 50% of the
we haven't even done one. We haven't done a third yet. We haven't even hit 1/3. That's still 2 years away for just
what I mean?
A third of your 15-year stake time. And you can't, no one's collecting. That's 2 more years. That's another bull market, another bear market, and then getting ready for another bull market.
Some people got off the train and now they got to get back on, but now the ticket's more expensive. Oh, yeah. Now they're like, shit, I should have just stayed on.
And you get the shit train. Seats too. Your seats.
Yeah, because there's people still that you lose your seat because someone's going to say, yo, fuck it. I'm going to go get that nice seat.
There's a good question. And I don't know if either one of us knows the answer to this. Question for you guys. If someone runs the good accounting function on your stake, can you still mint your Hedron or does it disappear? That's a good question. A very good question. I know somebody's going to answer it, but I hope they answer it correctly because I don't know. So I don't know if you're correct. I would say you lose it. You lose the ability because basically at that point, it's unstaked. The shares are out of the pool. So it probably is, you're done. I don't think.
You can only mint Hedron if you have your T-shares.
That's just
you can only mint Hedron if you have the receipt of the T-share. So meaning that you still have the receipt of the burnt hex.
Mm-hmm.
So if the receipt of the burnt hex,
good accounted, then
it's
you're
already
out
minted.
of the pool. It's minted. Yeah. You're out of the pool. It's minted. You just haven't accepted them. So that's my guess. I think Crypto Gains Club saying the same thing.
Yeah. Because I think good accounting removes the T-shares.
People asked why the God will. Here's some good questions coming in. Let's see.
I'm 100% sure.
People asked why the Godwill didn't mint Hedron. I don't think he could. I don't know why he couldn't. He's an independent wallet that has stakes, so he should be able to mint his Hedron. I mean, if you got a 15-year stake, you can mint your Hedron. So,
what's it called? Someone else good accounted it, not him. So they did it before he could.
Okay, so let's ask this question. What's to stop people from running that function on whale stakes to prevent them from getting it? That's a very good question, Ewok.
It doesn't.
It doesn't. If the case is that, I should just call Alex. Hold on a second. I'm going to call Alex. I don't know if he's going to answer. Let's see.
No, I'm 100% sure it doesn't matter. If they do it, that's all part of the game. It's fair game. It's fair game. It's a reaction to a consequence of a function. It has nothing to do with anything.
Let's see if he answers. It's hard to get a hold of this man. He is a busy, busy guy. We'll do this right on stream.
Imagine he's on the toilet. It's like, hey man, what's up?
Hey, what's up, bro? How you doing? Hey, I'm live on stream and I have a question for you. When the good accounting function is ran on a stake that has matured, does that mean you cannot mint Hedron, or you can still mint your Hedron? You can still mint it if it's good accounted.
Oh,
okay. It won't accrue.
Damn.
Sweet.
Wow.
Right on. Dude, thank you so much. I appreciate you jumping on real quick. All right, man. Take care.
Oof.
Later. So straight from Alex's mouth, yes, you still get to keep your minted Hedron until you unstake it from good accounting function.
So that means that you keep your T-shares.
You have to leave it in that state. You have to leave it in that state, in the good accounting state. No, T-shares are gone. T-shares are gone. Hex is minted, but in limbo. It's no longer diluting the pool. Those T-shares are no longer diluting the pool, but the tokens aren't circulating yet. They're in limbo. Now, if you circulate those tokens, put them in your wallet, then you lose the ability to mint your Hedron. You have to mint your Hedron while they're in that state, while they're in the state of good accounting. So Godwill just forgot, they said. I don't know. Godwill does some interesting things. Whales do whale things. And if you're not a whale, you don't understand. I'm not a whale. Sometimes I don't understand the moves until after they've made them. And then we take a look back and look at it in retrospect and then go, oh, okay, that's why he did that. Like there wasn't a lot of people that understand some of Richard's moves, like on Big Payday. Some people got it, some people didn't. But you just never, whale games are whale games. And if you're not a whale, you just don't know. So anyway, thanks for the good questions, guys. Thanks for the good questions. So, let me yell at Bullish real quick. Hey, Bullish, I left something in the captain's quarters for you. Maybe we could pull that up or something. I don't know if it's anything worth reading or not, but I just kind of saw it. I thought it might be something. Gensler's setting up some kind of a.
So that means if you keep it good accounted for years, you don't have to mint it.
I suppose, yeah. You can hold that minting. Forgetting to mint Hedron hurts. Yes, it does. I did that. My second stake that came out during Hedron, I missed it, and luckily I minted most of it. It was the last bit I didn't mint because I had already minted most of it. I'll go in there and just mint all of my stuff every once in a while just to get it out there and keep me from doing something stupid and forgetting or something. Look at that. We're at 5-3 again. 053. Look at that. That is good. Oh, Gensler opens new regulatory front on crypto firms' custody. Well.
This stuff never ends, man. I swear. Never ends.
But what's great is that the things that he's crypto firms are not in compliance with current rules around safeguarding digital asset. So basically, this is a beautiful thing, guys. This is a beautiful thing. I'm so freaking happy, man. And it makes so much sense from all my confusion when I went to DC and was talking to the lobbyists and seeing why they were all like, it's all about the centralized exchanges, man. It's all about them and regulation and stopping regulation and and DeFi. They just need to cancel DeFi. They just need to make DeFi non-existent and cut it out. And I was like, what the hell, man? Listen to some of this shit. And now I'm seeing the writing on the wall. They knew this was coming down the pipe. They knew. A lot of people knew. And a lot of people knew what was going on with SBF too. And I think that's one of the biggest travesties of the whole SBF thing is that CZ and Binance knew. In fact, CZ and Binance did it to him. They jacked his shit, bro. They jacked him. The story will come out in more detail later, but CZ just freaking ripped him, man. CZ knew. See, CZ has played that game. He over leveraged himself before, and he knew it. He knew that FTX was over leveraged, and all he did is went in there and freaking played the old switcheroo on him, and the dominoes started falling. CZ played them, man. He played them.
Apparently, everyone's saying that he did, but it's like, what do you do when you're at that level?
That exactly what he did, man. He played his cards right, and now, see,
if he gave everyone crypto, he should have all the crypto.
Yeah, well, he ain't dumb. CZ ain't dumb. He's been playing this game right.
Real recognize real, no?
What's that?
I said, real recognize real.
He knew. He's like, oh, I got these guys.
Well, he has ETH. Binance has ETH by a fucking.
Stilly nailed it right here. CZ stole SBF's Luna Cash and put him in jail.
Basically. That was hilarious.
Basically, so what he did was he put his girlfriend on the handlebars of his bicycle that he stole from Freed. He stole his bicycle, put his girl on the handlebars, and rode off with it while he was eating his lunch. That's what he did. He jacked his shit. And now, freaking little Sammy is in prison watching the Super Bowl. Did you hear about that? He watched the Super Bowl? Did you hear he got caught watching the Super Bowl or some shit? Because he's not supposed to be doing things. So I guess he fired up. Yeah. I think he's
not allowed to watch TV. That's fine.
I think that's what's going on. So I don't know what the deal was, but he got caught using a what do you call it? A freaking brain farting on that. He got caught using a damn it.
Satellite or like cable or
no freaking what you block your IPs with.
A VPN.
A VPN. Thank you. He got caught using a VPN to watch the Super Bowl.
Yeah, sure.
Like you're the biggest financial criminal that the world has ever seen. Like literally, you're like Bernie Madoff got shit on you. Like Bernie died in prison.
And you get dick for watching the Super Bowl.
Judge orders Freed to stop using VPN after his lawyers claim he only used one to watch the Super Bowl.
Yeah, but that's still illegal. He probably streamed it illegally.
This guy, he fucking did. He probably pirated it.
But that's why he used the VPN for sure.
Yeah.
Because the rest of you would have just watched it.
Oh man, you can't make this shit up, dude. You can't. And this guy's just, I'm just gonna watch the Super Bowl and chill here. I'm getting ready for like the biggest financial sentence in the fucking world has ever seen. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thanks, Ewok. So what I was saying was cool about the Ginsler thing was that so they got egg on their face. They look stupid. This whole, FTX thing happened right under their nose. And now they're trying to make up for it. And the cool thing is that there's low-hanging fruit to go after. And that's all the centralized exchanges and the little things that they ain't doing. That's all low-hanging fruit. It's going to be like, fine, shut this guy down, shut that guy down, fine. And they're going to save face. We cleaned up crypto. We cleaned it up. We find them all. In the meantime, CZ's lending everybody money to pay the fines. Owning their asses.
It's like buying them at a 5% from the dip. It's like, yeah, man, I'll give you 5% more than the dip. Don't worry about it. But right now, man, I'm looking at the charts and I'm just loving it. We're all going for this ceiling pattern. Everything's trying to top. Hex is just ripping it. Hex ETH has just ripped it, and it's staying there.
Decorrelation. Now there was a moment in time. I'm going to pull up some numbers here. I want to see. There was an amount of time where I was slipping into a trance that crypto was putting me back into my old ways, and I was thinking correlation. Okay, here we are, because we kept plummeting as Bitcoin was plummeting too, so it just really felt like correlation, right? But it's not correlated, and that's obvious. I mean, we are getting pumps in the general crypto space, but we're just keeping up with inflation, I guess, right?
Well, it did this last time too, right?
Bitcoin's at 24, almost 25 right now.
Well,
ETH's at 17.
Hex in 2021 bottomed on February 24th. Oh, cool. 2 years ago. And then it bottomed, and then topped massively. So you said decorrelation? Sounds like it.
Yeah, it does.
So right now we just did a ceiling break. Might come back down and then do a run up. Sounds like something that could happen. I don't know. I think it's I think a lot of things are happening. It's just the avalanches, or what's the expression? The dominoes just falling in place, or like the gears just like finally. It's just like, oh, okay. Like now it's reacting.
So not that market cap matters in the sites, but and I won't mention what site. People get mad about the coin ranking sites. But there was a time when we loved watching Hex take out other cryptos. Like right now, we have passed, and it's been a while, I think. Uniswap, DAI, Avalanche, Tron, and Litecoin. We passed Litecoin too. We're just right under the Shiba Inu, doggy. Just right under them. Right there.
I don't even understand how there's stuff there.
What's that?
I don't understand how it's valuable, but
it's not. It's people putting value in it. So there's something I wanted to. So the greater fool theory is. So that's the whole idea of a Ponzi is that, you know, an organization collects money, and then as it collects that money, it spins little bits of it off to the people that get in so that they can appease them and see how long they could hold them off until they gather enough money that they can walk. And as long as they got new users coming in the front door and nobody's really cashing out hard out the back door, then they are good. Once they get to their threshold or whatever that their limit is, then they pull the rug and it's all over with. That's a Ponzi. Everything else is the greater fool theory, because the greater fool theory people think is the Ponzi scheme. It's not. Greater fool theory is just people buying higher than you did, which is how asset classes work in the whole world over. Whether you're buying a home or a classic car or a gun or jewelry, anything, it's you buy it and somebody else buys it for more. Or if you hold an asset that's generalized, meaning something like Hex, something like silver or whatever, you're hoping that the market cap or the market price of the product, the asset, is going to go up because more people are buying it. And so speculators are pushing the price up. And so guess what? Greater fools have to get in to push that price up. It's speculation. It's how everything works. Paying too much for something, thinking someone will pay you more. Don't be this. Yeah, don't be that. Don't be the idiot stuck in the middle of the thing.
That does sound so bad, to be the guy who wants to pay a lot for something and the guy who thinks that someone's going to pay more for it.
But here's the thing. Damn, 2 years ago, people were paying 0.0005 cents for Hex, and that was a bad deal. And that was exit liquidity for people who bought at 0.000056 cents. So at what point does that argument just stop being an argument or even being something that needs to be said? This whole exit liquidity thing and this whole thing about, because I've been hit with it recently by trolls and stuff. You just want everybody to be your exit liquidity. Of course I do. That's what I wanted from the beginning, you fools. And that's what you want. That's what you getting in today want, is in 3 to 4 years, somebody buying this shit for $3 a piece while you paid 5 cents for it. That's what you want. And don't any of you tell me it's not. Because that's exactly what we do this for, is so somebody else buys it. Just like you buy a Pokemon card and you want somebody to pay more money than you paid for it. You paid 50 cents for the pack. You got the Charizard and you want to sell the son of a bitch for $100,000, right? Right? So that they can put it in a piece of plastic and stick it around their neck.
That's a fucking flex. I'm sorry. That's a fucking flex. Most expensive Charizard, and you fucking bling it out and put it around your neck. Yo, man, that's. Then some other guy made one to hold his phone. I was looking at it. I was like, yo, that's actually smart. I was like, yo, that's cool, man. You could just have your phone there. Anyway. But that Charizard, whoa, man. When I saw that, I was like the 8-year-old in me was like, yo, that's dope.
Now I looked at it and I still look at it and go, that was the fucking most stupidest thing I've ever fucking seen.
But it's actually worth, like, someone might look at your diamonds and be like, how much is that worth? The Charizard, oh, I know how much that worth. Like,
see, now
that's what's fucked up.
Until I didn't know what a Charizard was until like I got educated.
Charizard.
Yeah, Charizard. It's spelled Charizard. So the Pokemans, I didn't understand it at all. I didn't get it. And then all of a sudden somebody was telling me, no, dude, look at the prices of these things. And I'm like, holy shit, 100 for a freaking card?
Yeah.
And that's not even like I got Kobe Bryant rookie cards and shit. Like I got Shaquille O'Neal rookie card. And they ain't worth none of that shit, And that's like real. Those are like Kobe. I mean, he's gone, man. And he's like, that's his rookie card. And it ain't worth that much. Even graded, 9+, whatever.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah. I got some nice cards.
Really? Even graded 9+, because like the fucking Ovechkins and Crosbys in hockey go for all kinds. My friend has all kinds of them.
Yeah. There's some cards that are worth money, but I mean, with that Charizard is worth like.
Yeah, but there's not that many like that. But there's not
like
many.
$500,000, right?
But it's like the Wayne Gretzky card. It's like, and try to find a Wayne Gretzky.
No, it's not. It's not like a Wayne Gretzky card. It's a fucking cartoon character.
You know how? No, but it's the rarity. There's just one of them.
Yeah.
There's rarities in them that is like, yeah, if you have that one, then it's the most expensive one because it's the mintest, and there's not that many. Like, even that's why like a Wayne Gretzky card. It's not just because of who he is. It's just because of the rarity of how many out there are that. I was looking at the PSA grades, and there's like so many people. I'm like, well, why is this? Same thing you're thinking, like, well, why is there Kobe's? Because a lot of people took care of the Kobe's. So if there's a lot of 9s, it's not going to be expensive because everyone has 9s. You got to have that one that no one has. That's like, oh shit, there's only 110 available of that.
Yeah.
And then people look at that. That's the same shit in DeFi. Yeah, sorry, not DeFi. It's the same shit in NFTs. That's how they view it. It's like, oh. But imagine a rarity that's decentralized and it's competitive, right? So imagine a rarity that's not centralized, so no one chooses the rarity, right? And it's all competitive. Like you're Kobe, you choose what's your rarity. You know what I mean?
What about a rare use case? What about
that is a rare use case to have decentralized, competitive rarity, meaning that you can always be number one, or you could always be the last, because of what you do, not of what they tell you need to do. So it's like, no, you don't need to say, oh, well, you have to get this one because I made it the rarest, right? If the central entity makes a rarity, then says that's a centralized competitive rarity. You're like, oh, I have to get that one because that's the most rare. But then if, let's say, Galwell looks at me and says, oh, you with the number one, you have 11,000 T-shares in an NFT, in an HSI, oh, I'm going to do 12,000. Boom, he just gets number one. So he has no rarest one. So it's a decentralized competitive rarity. It's never been seen before. You have that available with your HSI stakes.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. No, but like no one thinks about that. That's a crazy way of looking at rarity. It's decentralized.
And when it becomes difficult to, wow, this is going to be a beautiful thing. The market is going to be so cool. Think about this. So I know for a fact this, I've said this for a long time, that Hex is going to become so rare that people are going to be standing in line for it. Now imagine when that day comes, when people are standing in line waiting for T-shares to mint some Hex so that some Hex could go out on the market, because the OA's got a shit ton of it locked up. And everybody who can get a hold of these things want that APY, that sick APY, a thing that does something that nothing else does, which makes more of itself. Charizards don't make more Charizards, don't make more badass Charizards, don't make the rarest of Charizards. Hex makes more Hex, more rare Hex. So those T-shares are going to be so valuable, and people are going to want that Hex so bad that the HSI market is going to be sick, and that's going to help drive price too. is what's selling in the HSI market.
100%.
Right? I mean, think about it. If that's the only thing for sale and people are auctioning it, now you got people with hands that are controlling the price of those T shares. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it.
Right now there is something. I look at it and I say, okay, there's multiple ways to look at the price of a T-shirt. You could exchange it, you could, like you said, auction it, and you could trade it. So I'm like looking at it like, ooh, thank you, CZ.
The lovely CZ, thank you, and thank you for the $49.99 coming to the Hexicans DeFi Syndicate here. We appreciate that. We appreciate you, all the hard work you do. Zach. We'll have to do that on the cruise for him. We'll do it on the cruise. We'll get up on the front of the boat.
Not famous is Fabrizio.
Fabrizio.
Dude.
You got your
I wish I had the long hair still.
Oh, yeah, I miss my long hair too.
I used to have it up to here. Fuck.
I'm gonna grow it out again.
Oh man, that's
old man with gray with old gray dark.
That's
gray
a lot of
hair.
fucking
Shit doesn't look good.
That's a lot of. I don't know how women do it, man. It's a lot of taking care of, man. You can't go to bed right away after a shower. Your fucking hair's all wet. You're just like,
yeah. Man, mine used to be down at the bottom of my middle of my bag.
Yeah, for sure. That's too much, man. That's weird. You know?
Yeah, you only wash your hair like once a week. When you do that twice a week, you just kind of
that's crazy.
Keep it rolled up. But anyway, that's so the greater fool theory. I want to lay that to rest. I want people to stop talking about exit liquidity because that's life, bitches. That is life. That's how everything works. You buy a house, you buy a car, you buy any asset out there that's traded or is valuable and somebody else wants to buy it. It's all what that next person is willing to pay for it. Now, if enough people aren't willing to pay for it at the price you bought for and they want to pay less, then you lose. You lose. So that's the risk of it all. But in a market where the asset class is just appreciating year over year over year because it's fresh, because it's new, because it's innovative, because it is being called the biggest transference of wealth that the world has ever seen, the growth rate on it is through the roof. I mean, one of the things that really shocked me was, I think it was, and I hope I get the numbers right. Maybe Bullish will find it, but I think that the internet was the fastest appreciating or the fastest adopting technology or fastest growth rate technology, or the fastest growth rate of anything that has ever existed. And it grew at a rate of like 40% a year, the internet. And that was the fastest growth rate of anything, like blew everything out of the water. Crypto at this point in time is growing at 110 to 120% year over year. If that's not a hint and a half for everybody's, oh, there we go. Percentage of U.S. households consumption spreads faster today. What is this? I don't know if that's what I'm looking for.
Yeah, microwave, cell phones, VCR.
Where is the internet? The internet. It's not showing. Oh yeah, there it is. See the growth rate? Straight up, right? Boom. Just grew straight up. To
Man, that 90, microwave was bullish as fuck.
Yeah, right?
No, look at the VCR, dude.
Oh yeah, bro. When the VCR came out, look at that.
Even the radio must have been insane.
So the internet's growth, which was the fastest, was growing at 40%. I think it was per click. What is this? Oh, 60. It was 60 something percent. Yeah. No. Percentage of US households. So that's how many households had it. So that's just showing the growth, not the growth rate, but we can see the growth rate in between 90 and was it 2000? It's just straight up parabolic. Boom, 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 boom. Now, I don't know if we don't have one that shows the growth rate of crypto. If we could find something. So that grew at, there it is. Estimated crypto user growth versus internet user growth. And wow. So internet user growth, crypto growth. Wow, look at that. Following each other.
Which one is which? Can't see it so small.
The blue one is the crypto. So it was growing. It's growing at like over 100% per year now.
Yeah, it has to be more than that. It hasn't been 6 years for crypto.
No, it's been 12 years. Internet versus crypto adoption. 7.5 years, 4 years to 1 billion. Crypto internet took, how long did it take to get to 1 billion? What's that showing? I can't see the beginning of it. 7.5 years. So it's growing at a clip, that much faster than the internet, the freaking internet, the medium under which crypto floats on.
But you know what? I would like to see the transmission of data, how fast it was back then and how much it is now, because they might have done more for what the time that they had compared to us, knowing that we already have it. Like, that's something I would like to understand, if that's creating yes, okay, we're adopting crypto faster, but are people using it more? Or are people getting into it faster? Because if you look at back then, and I look at okay, it took 7.5 years to adopt the internet, but if you're adopting internet at 700 KB per second, and now we're doing 200 megabytes per second, well, it's obviously we're going to adopt it faster.
Well, so let's just put it in terms of billions of people. So it said billions of people took 7.5 years to
There's
adopt.
Not a billion people in crypto.
No, yeah, that's what it says. That's what we just read.
That's fucking cap. That's fucking cap. You think there's 1/7 of a person is in crypto? That means there's no fucking adoption. The fuck are these people? This is fucking bullshit. This is probably transactions.
You're reading it wrong. 130 million, 2021. By the time we get to 2025, is estimated.
Oh, 2025, it's showing 1 billion. That's spread out.
That's why I was they had reached 1 billion yet.
Internet from 97. Okay, there we go. From 97, it went from 130. I see. So it's saying it's going to take 7.5 years. At the rate it's growing, it's going to take 4 years for it to go to 1 billion, versus it took, at this rate, at this place, it took 7.5 years for the internet to hit 1 billion.
I don't like that statistic.
You don't
as a guy who does
it makes sense.
It does make sense. It does make sense on when you look at it, but when you actually think of all the points of that data, you cannot compare it.
I'll tell you why it makes sense. To the point you made before about the data transmission and the growth of it.
Yeah.
Think about 97. We were using dial-ups. By the time 2005 hit, people already had DSL, cable, internet, etc. So it's pretty much the same thing is happening now. We have mobile phones, we have computers, we have all kinds of devices to get into crypto. So 2021, 130 users. So at that growth rate, it'll hit 1 billion users, which took the internet 7.5 years. We should be doing it in around 4.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense.
It's just way more users.
The clip
now.
It's running.
Way more users now compared to when the internet came out.
Yeah. And let's just say this too. Human beings understand the internet better now. Human beings are less afraid of technology now. And I think the economic climate is making people look at crypto. And I think that's why it's being adopted and run so quick, especially with, Robin Hoods and all this stuff coming out where everybody can just put crypto in their pocket now.
But is it that much of an adopt? Like what I'm thinking, like statistically, is like, okay, in 7.5 years, you made people with dial up everyone has internet. 7.5 years. Now you're going from everyone has internet to everyone still has internet in 4 years, and you're adopting all these people. But like Bullish said, there's so many more people. So it's like, is the adoption that we're doing better or worse? So that's why when I'm looking at the statistics, I'm like, okay, well, is crypto actually outpacing the internet? And I don't think so. I really don't.
Statistically, it is.
Are we
statistically? But like you said, well, we both just said it. I said, hey, the internet is easier for people. People understand technology better, so it should be easier. It should be easier to onboard. It should be easier to get people into crypto. The financial climate should be easier to get people into it, and it's not. It seems like the adoption of, and I don't know where we're at yet. I last time I even checked, it was like 2.5%, 3% of the population was in crypto. I think that was the number, which is extremely small compared to
I don't think we're that many people in crypto. I don't think we're that
probably many. Not, and that might be based on the wallets.
I know the wallets
are counting.
I know wallets. You just got to look at like all the stable coin, all like ETH, like Bitcoin is all cap. Everyone reuse different wallets, so you can't even look. You have to like average it out and say like, okay, well, the average use of like a Bitcoiner would be like 5 to 10 wallets minimum. So you have to divide that by 10. So it's 35 million. So there's actually 3.5 million. And then you got to think about like all the exchanges that had addresses and how many times someone used the different address on an exchange, because you could generate a new address.
It's very, very
and difficult. Same thing for USDTs and all, and the fact that people have been making accounts on just random emails, never KYC'd.
Mm-hmm.
So I look at the users on blockchain, not a lot.
It's not a lot. It's not. Crypto investor stats and demographics. Oh, percent of U.S. adult population, percent of total crypto ownership, ethnicity, race. Okay, about 70%. Let's see. 21% of American adults have owned cryptocurrency as of 2022. 21% of American adults have owned cryptocurrency as of 2022. I think that's bull crap.
Vietnam is come out with these stats. Like, where are you getting these stats from?
Yeah, you know what they're doing? They're taking samples. They're going
100 people.
They're 100 people, and we'll say, oh, well, this many people have crypto. I don't think they're working the numbers right.
No, there's not that many people in crypto. You could just look at how like other products.
Hey, Crypto Orange, thanks for the $20, bud. Thank you. Thank you.
Orange? Love your videos, bro.
He's a good dude. Real good dude.
Very positive videos.
Yes. So where are we at now?
Oh, I got another thing. I don't know if you were there for when you heard me rant this week about it. So right now with Pulse Chain, we have this wonderful new opportunity to have actually one of the very first actual system stake copies where there will be a bridge that activates. Now, a lot of people have been just fantasizing over this, bring your coins one side for value. And they've been fantasizing over ETH and bringing your Ethereum tokens to Pulse Chain. And I would like to counter that option by saying it's weak. It's shit. It's been the same mistake that everyone's been doing. And let's think about the consequences of what happens when you take your PRCs and pair it to ERC20. Well, you have the options of having better onboarding, because you're telling someone, don't take your value and come here where you don't trust us and try to make it valuable. Take what's free with $0 and bring it where you know it's trustworthy, and create a pool and give it value. Also, a lot of people have been bitching and saying, oh, well, I can't bring my stable coins, I can't buy, blah, 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 blah. Well, now if someone brings over a PRC20 and pairs it to a stable coin, you could purchase the PRC20, you could purchase Pulse X, Pulse Chain with the fucking stable coin. And also, it's also going to create a better price discovery due to the fact that you're giving value to your actual coin, because you're saying, okay, well, the fake coin is valued this much, so then on chain where it should be valuable, it is more valuable because it's there. So I think it's better than saying, hey, bring in your stuff and telling people like, oh, let's try to get 2 to 3% of the value of crypto, regardless of what we have. But let's try to take 2 to 3% of it, because there's not that much, right? Binance has more ETH than there is ETH in the wrapped ETH contract, meaning that Binance has more ETH than there is liquidity and Uniswap of ETH. So when that comes to play, you're just looking at it like, okay, we'll just make everything valuable on ETH if that's the play. And then slowly we take all the stuff, and then we do what Binance did, which is like take all the valuable coins off and just leave our stable that we created. Like look at loans or any other coin that would like to come. And then there's another thing too. I was thinking like, it wouldn't be a bad thing if USDC just deletes all the PUSDCs and just restarts it. Because then they would be able to use it properly and say, okay, well, we can mint, through the bridge, through that contract that they control. So then we could say, okay, well, you can have control. Like, yeah, it sucks for people they don't get a copy, but it's like, do you give up your copy in order to actually have them available so you can get some good ass adoption? Because it's like, no, they take care of the bridged asset. So your bridged asset is actually the real coin, not a bridged asset. So there's no actual like, it's like, hey, give it to us. Like they create their own portal and say, well, give me the USDC, I burn it and give you PUSD, mint it. And then when you go the other way, well, we burn the PUSD and we mint you really good. And that could be good.
It works. I mean, it works.
And you don't have to hold anything. You have to get someone to spam. Like, anyways, that's another story for another day. It's all ideas, right? I'm just thinking like,
yeah, and that's where the chain wars comes in. Like what chain is going to get adoption? What chain is going to gain popularity? What chain what chain is going to treat your assets the best? I think is what the chain wars is going to be about.
But that's the problem, because they both do the same thing. That's what's fucked now. Because first I feel like we tried to be better, but then we realized like just do the same thing. Why give them a choice? Why even? It's like you can't argue. Like if you're looking at yourself in the mirror, it's like, no, that's not me, bro. It's the mirror. It's you. Yeah, it's not you because it's switched and you're inverted, but that's you in the mirror, right? When I'm looking at myself right now, I know this is me, but it's not me because it's not me. You know what I mean?
But that's what it's going to be about, the nuances, whatever differences there are. I mean, for hexagons, of course, the difference is that hex is going to work on Pulse chain.
That's one thing. I'm just saying everything is the same.
And then the DEX
contract's the same.
The DEX, the DEX itself, Pulse X, is going to be the other shiny object that brings value to the chain. And then that I guess that can be forked too, right? Are they trying to?
Someone's going to come.
Are they trying to? What do you call it? Not prioritize it, but
incentivize it.
No. Loss of words.
Well, it'll always be the most liquid DEX.
It'll be the most liquid, but what I'm saying is if it's proprietary, somehow, and they can't, because I think they did that with V3, right? Didn't they make V3 proprietary so you couldn't copy it?
It's I think done soon, very soon. That could be a reason why we're waiting until May. A lot of people say no, but wouldn't that be convenient?
Yeah, because it takes a while to get those things done. It does. I was talking to you earlier about some legal work I'm doing that's taken years to get done. That stuff doesn't move very fast.
But that too, it doesn't make me. I don't understand why legal work.
No.
Like if someone wanted to do it, like the thing is that
when it comes to copyrights and that kind of stuff, you have to prove prove the use. You have to prove.
Someone would have just done it.
Yeah.
It's crypto. If someone had access, they would have just done it.
Yeah.
And just not said it's them.
Lawsuit can be brought. Well, I guess, yeah. Who's going to know that somebody has
Who's going to stop?
Owns a DEX? Who owns a DEX? Anyway.
You can't really stop. You could just shut down the access to the internet. Well, you could shut down the internet.
That's what's a trip, is that
you think the FBI is going to do it for a Uniswap? Come on.
Yeah.
Someone should just do that just to see how they would react, to see if they're really about it. That's what they've been doing, in my opinion. Like, they've been testing, stressing, creating FUD on purpose to see, like, oh yeah, can you hold?
They've really done nothing. I mean, you look at all the regulatory bodies and suits and cases that they brought. All they've done is got money out of people who have tons of it. I think that this SBF thing might be the first time. I mean, other than poor old, what's his name? They got Ross Ulbricht that got, the other pirate that got stuck in prison for, selling dope on the internet. Other than him, nobody's really done, time. And, they've done nothing but levy fines against people who have, more money than freaking the whole agency does that's trying to sue them. So it's kind of like they've done nothing here. I think this is going to be the year where they start to make examples of people because they got so much egg on their face. We'll see. All right, man. Well, we've been on for an hour, bro. I think it's time.
Man, the fucking 5.4, 5 cents, 5.4 Bitcoin
5.3.
It tipped 25. ETH, I think, tipped 17, past 17.
I was thinking myself as I was doing my TA, I guess, looking at the charts and looking at everything. I was thinking Bitcoin's going to back off if it sits here around 20, 22. If it gets to 25, I think it's going to freaking take off. And here we are. It's at 25.
No, 27. So, I say after 27, it takes off like it always does. 25, 26 of them. Not 26, man. That could be a fake ass bitch, man. Not 26, man. It's that 6. The 5 is beautiful. Everyone loves the 5, but that 6 is devilish, man. It's just, that shit could bounce right back down and wait. But at that 27, fucking Alexei Kovalev.
It's gone. But I think we're very close to seeing that happen. And
that's crazy.
I still, deep down, I still say, and a lot of it is weighted on, what Richard has said in the past. But Richard has kind of changed his narrative a little bit, saying, well, maybe we got a little flub here. 15 might have been the bottom because of all the money printing and macroeconomics, what's going on. Maybe 15K was the bottom, which anybody who can predict within a few $1,000s, right?
It's not bad.
That's not a bad hit. If he predicted 11 and it went to 15, that's closer than the 100 grand guys, right? So all those guys that predicted 100K, he killed them.
That's 11. It's between 58 divided by 15. So 15. Man, I got it at 96% or 95. We'll say 95%, right?
If you're 90% correct and you've been 100% correct most of the time, and that's good job.
You missed it by like a 5%.
Yeah.
Like from 11 to 69.
That's nailing it better than anybody in crypto nailed anything. So, I mean,
that's actually 40.
Hats off to him for that. Great job. If that was the bottom, if that was the bottom, 90%. I'm almost got to call it. Like, that was the bottom. I almost got to call it myself. That was the bottom.
Well, if we hit 11K, I'm not letting no one speak unless they're Mexican. Okay, I don't want to hear.
It's like you got nothing to say. Nothing to say.
I don't want to hear nothing.
All right, man.
Oh,
Hey,
man.
everybody in the chat, thanks for coming. We appreciate you all. Hit the likes, hit the subscribes. Friday night hangout. And then don't forget, this show is going to be changing. We're going to be going on 2 hours earlier next week so that Phamous doesn't have to like be up
I'm
at
sorry, guys.
dark in the morning.
Yeah. I was going to say, be careful, stay up with the market, get your stuff ready. If you have any onboarding, stress on security. Also come in the spaces. We have some really good conversation. Shout out to Tangent for doing some really good hex spaces.
Yeah, Tangent's brilliant.
And yeah, man, just keep grinding, guys. Keep holding. We're getting some gains.
Do not blink. Don't blink and be ready for anything at this point. Be ready for anything. Be ready for a launch. Instead of V3 coming out, be ready for a launch. You got to be on your toes and watching when Pulse launches. You got to watch everything that's coming out. You got to listen to everybody and watch everything, because those first couple of weeks, the first couple of days could mean a lot to you. A lot. There was some mistakes I made in the beginning that literally could have changed. Yes. I mean, where we're at now, I'm not complaining. That's for damn sure. But man, there were a couple of big mistakes in the beginning that we could have changed a lot of stuff around. But anyway, thanks for coming, everybody. We'll see you. And we got a show on Monday. I think I've got who's coming? Well, I gotta confirm it. I don't want to say it. See you guys. Catch you next week. Thanks for coming.
So guys, stay safe.